morning. This is the Power Coach, Madeline Alexander, and I want to welcome you to the Breakthrough Morning Show. You are on Power Coach Radio, where we break through barriers and achieve power results fast. I want to welcome you and also just wish you a happy new year. Once again, we're closing out our first week of 2013. I hope you're having an outstanding week and getting yourself geared up and ready to go in 2013, just planning for a fantastic and blessed year. Well, I have some great information to share with you today about expectations. We're going to talk about expectations today going into 2013. So glad to have you with me. I want to always let you know that you can contact me at a multitude of ways. Anytime that you want to reach out, I'd love to have you connect. You can reach out through the website. You can contact me at MadelineAlexander.com. You can also reach out to me through email at info@MadelineAlexander.com. You can reach out through Twitter at The Power Coach and on Facebook. Reach out at Facebook.com/The Power Coach. Any means that you want to use to communicate, I welcome that. I welcome your input and your phone calls, notes, emails, whatever you want to do. I appreciate you being with me here on the Breakthrough Morning Show. Well, we are going to continue on. I want to move right into our mental conditioning program that we are doing. We are reading the book, How to Break Through Barriers and Achieve Power Results. Create your power mindset for success in 30 days or less. We mentally condition every Monday, every Wednesday, and every Friday at 7:30 Central Time on the Breakthrough Morning Show. And I encourage you, you know that I encourage you to do the same thing on your own every day, every morning, and every evening to make sure that you are putting good, quality, positive information into your mindset to combat the negativity and to support you in your goals and plans, to support your vision, to support your mission, so you move forward and accomplish everything that the Lord has for you to do. So we do it together, and I encourage you to make sure that you're continuing to do that program on your own. I appreciate you all being here, and I want to encourage you, those of you that are already reading Power Mindset 2, Choose to be a Champion, continue on with that study. I'm getting great feedback, fantastic feedback and input from those of you that are reading and are already deep into your conditioning at the championship level. Those of you that are elevating, that have laid this foundation of the power mindset and you're going up to the champion mindset, keep going. If you haven't joined us on that journey, please be sure to reach out through the website at MadelineAlexander.com. Get your book, get Power Mindset 2, Choose to be a Champion. We will continue right on from our study in Create Your Power Mindset for Success. We're going to take it right on in to Power Mindset 2. I want you to be in advance on that. I want you to be on top of that, and I want you to be studying and getting that information into your mind, into your heart, get it into your spirit, and let it take you forward to accomplish everything that the Lord has. I want you to turn in our book today. We are doing a lesson called Expect the Best. I love this lesson. It's a great lesson. We're on day 12 a.m. We're on day 12. We are moving right along. And so today, yes, we are on day 12 a.m. We're on page 76 in the second edition. For those of you who are reading your books along with me, I want you to be able to turn. If you are commuting or you're at work, whatever you're doing where you may not be able to access your book right now, please make the commitment to follow up and do your power thoughts and your action steps. Remember that change and growth and advancement and results come from you taking action, not being passive in this journey, but you taking it on and being sure to sit down and write down what you want to do as your power thought and your action steps. So I got a question that said, okay, what does that mean? Like, can you break that down a little bit in terms of what is a power thought? What is an action step? So let me explain that just a little bit before we jump into this lesson. When I say a power thought, what I'm talking about is when we go through these mental conditioning exercises, we are exercising our mind for success. And when we do that, there will be certain concepts that are going to jump out to you that you know it's an area where you need to elevate or you need to think about something a little bit differently. You need to rewrite your mental soundtrack in that area. And I want you to put together a positive thought that you want to replace whatever's in your current self-talk, whatever you may be thinking about that is counterproductive or self-sabotaging in the particular area that we're studying. I want you to identify where you need a stronger set of thoughts, a different outlook, a different perspective, where you need to eliminate a limiting belief. You may need to eliminate a negative belief. You may have something from your past that is hindering you in that arena. And when we're studying, it jumps out. It jumps out at you, and you recognize, like, I need to strengthen my thinking in that area. And that's what I want you to write down is your power thought, your stronger thought. I want you to write down and record for yourself in your own words what you want to record in your mental soundtrack. What do you want to embed in your mindset so that you are rewriting what is presently in your subconscious? Because your actions and your behaviors and the things that you're doing right now today are coming out of what is written in your subconscious mind. So we have to be aggressive in determining what we want to get written, what we want to get ingrained, what we want to groove into our subconscious so we can renew our minds. Like, to renew your mind is an active experience. It's not something that's just going to happen just because you want it to. You have to actively renew. You have to actively pursue that as an action. And so the power thought is your thought in your words that you're putting together to say, this is where I need to grow. This is where I need to change. This is where I need to elevate. Okay, the action step, what does that mean? An action step means, what are you going to do differently in the next 24 hours to implement the concept that we've talked about? What are you going to do differently in action? Not just thinking about it or saying, God, that's good, I want to change in that area, but what is a concrete, specific action? When you get yourself into motion and you take action, that's when your mind accepts the change that you want to make as fact, and you begin to move in a different direction. And if you can take action before this day is done, before we conclude today, you can take action. You are taking a mighty step, a powerful step forward in changing the results that you're going to produce. See, power results come because you take action. They don't come just because I'm sharing something with you, coaching, power coaching with you, teaching with you, and you take in what I'm sharing and you believe it and you receive it. That is good. That's a good first step, but it only becomes results for you in your life when you take action personally. So that's why I want you every day, each and every day, I encourage you to sit down with your book and do the mental conditioning exercise. It's the difference between watching someone work out on television and going to the gym. That's what we're talking about. The physical equivalent. If you can sit and watch every fitness show there is on television, and it's not going to change anything in your physical body, nothing. It's going to change because you're watching it and you believe in exercise and you think it's good for you. Nothing's going to change in your health and fitness and vitality until you put your tennis shoes on and get your gear on, and you either get outside and do some running, or you hit the treadmill, or you go to the gym and you lift some weights. That's when change happens in your life, is when you hit the gym, right? Same process, identical process, but this is mental exercise. So change happens when you hit the gym. The gym is what happens in your life in a 24-hour period. So what I want you to do is figure out the action. What's the action you need to do to elevate, to change, to step forward, to take massive action in the direction of your goals? And that's when real results, power results are going to happen for you in your life. Not before that. Only when you take that step to just get out of thinking about it and actually implement. Even if it's a small step, it can be small, but an implementation step that you take where you take action, that's what's going to separate those that are successful, those that have change and growth and the results they want in their life. Now, we are at day 4 in the new year, and you can look back over the last couple of days and you can already see a pattern. You can see a pattern. Are you taking action? Are you implementing on your goals and on your action plan that you've set out for this year? You can already see it. We're not going to wait 30 days to check in. We are going to start checking in right now. Look over the results you've produced over the last couple of days. Are you in action? Are you still thinking about it, or are you doing? We want to be in action and implementing. And if you're doing that, then you're going to start seeing results manifest for you in your life. But if not, I want to do that little checkpoint right now, into the first week. Let's do that checkpoint, and let's say, I haven't quite gotten myself in gear yet. That's okay. That's okay. Today's the day we're going to kick it up. We're going to kick it up. We're going to make that decision. We've kind of come through this first transitional week. We've had the new year and all that, but we're going to get ourselves fully 100% into the mindset where we need to be to have great results in 2013. Okay, so that's what Power Thoughts and Action Steps are all about. Will you do it? I know that you will. I know that because you're part of the Breakthrough family. I want you to make that commitment. And if you haven't done it over the last few days or you didn't quite get yourself into action after Christmas, that's okay. That's fine. I want to do that little checkpoint today, and let's make that adjustment so you can catch up. We talked about taming the time wasters. Let's get a hold of that. Let's talk about getting that time out scheduled. We went through that. Let's get those things on the calendar. And then moving into next week, you're going to be at 100%. Got it? Will you do that? Absolutely. I know you will. Those are a couple minutes of quick power coaching. You're with me, Madeline Alexander, the Power Coach. You are on the Breakthrough Morning Show. And this is Power Coach Radio, where we break through barriers and we achieve power results fast. It's all about the results you produce. Well, let's jump into our mental conditioning. We're going to do the first part, and then you're going to take that power thought, and you're going to do that action step a little bit later on today. Our lesson today is called Expect the Best. This is one of my favorite. I love this lesson in this book. This is a great exercise, day 12 a.m. Our quote is from William James, and it says, the greatest discovery of any generation is that a human being can alter his life by altering his attitude. Again, the greatest discovery of any generation is that a human being can alter his life by altering his attitude. Here's my commentary. What are you expecting today? Set your mind to expect the best. You command the tone for your day, your year, and your life. Do not wait for events to unfold. Make the decision in advance to expect the best. Make the commitment to pull every ounce of positivity out of the day before it ever begins. Declare what your day will have in store. It is not the circumstances that arise that matter. It is how you choose to interpret them and respond to them that will dictate the direction of your day and your life. Are you expecting to struggle or to soar? Are you expecting trouble or triumph? Ask yourself, what is the best that can happen today? Expect good breaks. Expect to make a great business connection. Expect to have something positive happen unexpectedly. Expect to finish your project on time. Expect to close the deal. Expect that your proposal will be welcomed. Expect to have more energy and to feel better. Expect to enjoy the visit with your in-laws. Expect your children to do well in school and to listen to your counsel. Expect creative ideas to flow into your mind. Expect to find the answer to a difficult problem. Do you have an attitude of expectancy? Wake up each day ready to win. Command the day to line up with your expectations. Command your mind to find the good in every situation. Take control of your thoughts throughout the day and make them align with your expectations. You can change your life by changing your attitude. Expect the best. And our power principle today is taken from the book of Ephesians, chapter 3, verse 20, from the Message version of the Bible. And it says, God can do anything, far more than you could ever imagine or guess or request in your wildest dreams. He does it not by pushing us around, but by working within us, His Spirit deeply and gently within us. Amen and amen. God can do anything, and He does it through the power that He has placed in you. So what are you expecting? What are you expecting for your life, for today, for your week, for the month, for your year? What are you expecting for 2013? I want to challenge you to raise your expectations. Just raise your expectations. Get yourself conditioned on a daily basis to expect more, to expect the best to happen for you. Doesn't matter what the circumstances may look like. We all take blows in our circumstances. We all have difficulties that we encounter. We have challenges that come. But the test is how we respond to it. That's the test. The test comes in what we do in response, how we interpret and how we respond to the situation. And so what I want you to do is expect the best. And this has to become a success habit. This is a habit that successful people develop and cultivate, in that in any circumstance and that in any situation we find what is positive. We find what is praiseworthy. We find what is good, and we elevate our expectation based on that. We look at the situation as it has presented itself. We look at those circumstances, and then we see where the opportunity lies. There is always an opportunity in every difficulty. There's always an opportunity. There's always a place where we can elevate. There's always something better that can come out of what we are encountering. But we have to change our attitude first, because what you manifest is going to come out of your mindset. And so having a positive mindset, a mindset that expects success, a mindset that expects to succeed, that where you expect to overcome, where you expect to resolve the problem, where you expect things to turn out in your favor, to land on your feet and have the situation turn in your favor. That is critical for each of us to develop, is an expectation of good things, because that's what God has in store for us. His blessings are yes and amen in your life. And so we have to develop an expectation that good is coming, and let that manifest itself in the actions and the steps that we take on a daily basis. Our expectations govern so very much, and it's a battle every single solitary day, and we have to train our mind. We have to exercise our mind to expect the best. In what area of your life today, as you're coming into 2013, as we are gearing up and moving into full implementation of your dreams and your vision and your goals, what situation, what circumstance are you facing right now that's a challenge? It's a difficulty right now, but where can we raise that level of expectation and begin to expect the best? Like, where are you the most challenged in raising your personal expectations? Where do you need to adjust and raise and elevate your attitude? Where is it? That's the place of the battle for you. That's the battlefield in your mind, and that's going to make the difference between the results that you produce and what you experience in your life, is to take on that area. And it's different for every one of us. We all have that place of challenge. We all have that place where we have to step up and overcome. In some lives, for some people, that place of challenge where we have to turn our expectations and we have to elevate our mindset and expect better and expect to rise to a higher level and expect the best to come, because God is on our side, because God is with us and He's working in us and through us, and we have to expect the most positive outcome in the situation. Where is that? For some lives, that is in your relationships. It's in your relationships. You have to look at your relationships to other people, and that may be the place of battle for you. That may be the place where you are challenged. And through disappointments and discouragements and things that have happened in the past, you may have developed a track record that expects less than the best with respect to your relationships. And that may be the place that you've got to take on in this year to make an adjustment. Could be in your health. You may have gone through health challenges. You may have gone through different situations where it's in your personal health and fitness and vitality. It could be with your weight. It could be battling sickness or disease, but that's the place of challenge for you. And it shows up year after year after year that that's the place of battle. That's the place of challenge, and you go through that. So that's where you've got to elevate your expectation. That's where you have to say, this year I am turning the tide. I'm going to see different results manifest in that area. And so we make a change in that area with respect to your personal health and fitness. It could be in your walk and relationship with the Lord. It could be that strengthening your relationship with God is the place of challenge for you. That may have been a place where it's like, I haven't quite developed that relationship with the Lord. When you talk about mission and vision and purpose, I don't have that sensation that I know what I was born to do. I don't have that sensation. I don't know how to develop that or how to hear from the Lord. I don't have that as part of my everyday experience. That's my place of challenge. expect the Lord's favor. I don't expect him to move on my behalf. I don't see that he's with me and he's walking with me. That may be your place of challenge. That's your place of the battle. That's the battleground where we want to beat back discouragement and push forward and develop so that you are not operating just in your human strength, but you know that the Lord loves you, he cares for you, and he's with you every step of the way, no matter what the circumstance looks like. It could be there. It could be in your finances, that you've gone through challenges and battles in the years past, and you've developed an expectation, especially over the course of the time that we've been battling through the recession and a slow recovery, and now we have different volatility that is happening that continues in the financial markets and just in the financial arena. And over the years, you may have developed a chronic expectation that things won't work out for you the way that you want them financially. You've just experienced it. We've come through nationally just a time of challenge financially, and that may still be with you. You may still have the residue of that. So coming into 2013, you've brought your expectations down based on past experiences, based on what's happened. You've said, I'm going to lower my expectations coming into this year. I don't want to be disappointed. I'm going to lower it. No, we want to do the opposite. We want to expect the best, because your expectation is going to be operating in advance of the manifestation. Like what you're expecting governs and dictates the actions that you take and how you function, and that is going to be the predecessor to the results that you want to produce. So we've got to get the attitude adjustment first. That has to happen first. So it may be in your financial arena. It may be in your business. Maybe looking at your business and looking at how things are happening. You may need to make some adjustments. You may need to look and say, well, gosh, okay, here's where I've had good results. Here's where I haven't. But I'm going to raise my expectation. I'm not going to let my expectations come down. I'm going to adjust that and keep my expectations high. I may need to adjust some of my strategy, but my expectations stay high. It could be in the business arena. It could be in your career, in your job, and you're looking at that, and you may have gone through some different challenges professionally in your career, and that's the battleground where it's like your experiences up to now have set you up to where your expectations aren't as high as they should be in this year. So before you can produce the results you want moving forward, before you see the manifestation that the Lord has in store for you, his blessing and his favor is in store for you, but before you see that, we have to raise our level of faith and hope and expectation for that. We have to get that aligned. And what happens is when we raise our expectation, our behavior changes. If you think about a mom that is expecting, you have a woman that is pregnant and she's expecting, and you have a couple that's preparing for the birth of their child, and that's what they say when they go to the doctor. I'm expecting. That's what the woman will say. The couple will say, we're expecting. They're excited about it. We're expecting. And what happens when they're expecting? They start changing all kinds of stuff. They're getting the house ready, and they're making all kinds of changes in anticipation of the baby arriving. So expectation comes with action. It comes with action. So when that family is anticipating the arrival of their child, there is a sense of urgency. There is a sense of action, and every day from the place and time that they get that great news that the baby's on the way, they're in action every day, and they're counting down and getting ready for the manifestation to come. Can't see it yet. Can't see it, but they know it's on the way. And so what do? They take action to prepare. They get ready. Well, what are you expecting in your life? In the same way that the family is expecting the baby and preparing, what are you expecting? And where are you preparing? If you're expecting the best, you will prepare for the best. If you're not expecting the best, you're not going to take action. You're going to keep doing whatever status quo because you're not expecting things to be any different. If you truly have elevated your expectation, your behavior will change. Your actions will change. Your preparation will change. If you're expecting your business to boom in 2013, you're going to take different action. If you're expecting to start your new company in this year, you are preparing for that. You're taking action right now. You are expecting. You are pregnant with your vision. With your vision, it's on the inside of you, and you're preparing to birth it. And if you're preparing for that, then there is action associated if you are expecting the best to come forth in your life, in the areas where you have your goals committed to paper. Remember, we said take a time out. Take that inventory. Write your mission. Set your vision out there. Your goals move you step by step from where you are right now to where you want to be. Once you've got those goals committed to paper, what do you have to do? We have to flip over into implementation. We have to take action. Well, you won't do it. It will just be written stuff on the piece of paper if you aren't expecting. If you're not like that pregnant couple that's anticipating the birth of the baby and they're in motion. They're getting things ready. They're going, they are preparing the home, and they're shopping, and they're taking classes, and they are physically preparing. The woman immediately is physically, I've got to change my eating. I've got to change how I eat. I've got to change my rest pattern. I've got to make sure I'm getting enough sleep. I have to do all these things. Why? Because I am expecting. So in your life, where are you expecting? What area is your battleground where you need to raise your expectation? And then in what area do you need to take action? Where do you need to start operating with anticipation with respect to the birth of your vision? And it may not be something gigantic. It could just be some adjustments that you need to make. If you're expecting the best to come to pass in your relationships, what actions do you need to take to get ready for that? If you're expecting the best physically, if you're expecting the best financially, if you're expecting the best in your career or in your business, what's the new action that you're going to take right now, today? What aspect of your vision can you look at and say, I fully expect that to come to pass? Just like the woman said, I fully expect at the end of the 9 months, I'm going to give birth to a healthy baby. I fully expect that. So I'm going to take every action required to prepare. So for you, with your vision, what is that vision? What is it that you are anticipating and preparing and fully expecting to give birth to in your life? What is that? And where are you taking action, and where are you operating in alignment? You can tell what you really believe by where you are taking action, by where you have a sense of urgency around your vision. That's the place where you really believe. If you're not in action yet, if you're kind of hanging back and you're like, it's something that is maybe formulating, but you're not fully committed yet. You're not fully committed, because if you're fully committed, you are operating, you're moving, you're taking action, you are moving forward, you're stepping forward, you are preparing, you're gearing up. You fully anticipate the birth of the vision to come to pass, your destiny to arrive, your opportunity to show up for your business or for your career. You expect it. If you're expecting the best, you're expecting promotion this year, then you're getting ready. You are preparing for that as a leader. If you're expecting your business to grow exponentially and you are anticipating that, well, then you're doing things differently. You're getting ready for growth. You're getting ready for that change. If you're expecting things to manifest in a different way financially, you're getting ready for that. In your relationships, every area of your life, you pick one. Whatever area that is, there are accompanying and related and connected, correlating actions that align with every expectation that you have. And if you aren't seeing that, if you're not in motion, if you say, ooh, okay, I've got it written down on paper, but I'm not doing anything yet, I'm not really acting, I'm not really moving forward, well, guess what? That's the place of change for you. That's the place of adjustment. That's what I want you to think about today. That's what I want you to meditate on over the weekend, because I want you to expect the best. I want you to see that greatness is on the inside of you, and it will come forth as you move in the direction, concretely, every day, action steps in the direction of your dreams and in the direction of your goals. What are you expecting today? What are you pregnant with today with respect to your vision and your purpose and your mission? What is in there that is growing and is coming into its fullness and preparing to be birthed in your life? What is that? What is the seed of greatness that God has put in you that is growing inside of you that you've got to bring to pass. You've got to bring it to fruition. You've got to get ready to birth that thing, to step into your destiny in your life, to live on purpose in your life. What is that? I want you to think about that, and I want you to write it down, and I want you to raise your expectation in that area. I want you to expect God to fully come alongside you because he loves you and he cares about you. I want you to have an expectation, if nothing else. I want you to fully know and have complete 100% confidence that God is with you. He will not leave you. He will not forsake you. And though you may not have clarity completely yet, if you stay close to the Lord, he's going to begin to speak into your heart, and he's going to bring that thing to where you understand exactly what he wants to manifest in your life, and know that God is with you completely and fully, that he's on your side. If God be for you, who can be against you? Who can bring a charge against God's elect? God is with you. No weapon formed against you is going to prosper. Fully know that. Raise your expectation with respect to the protection and the provision and the blessing of the Lord. Start there. Raise your expectation there. Then raise your expectation in every area of your life. Expect the best. Elevate your faith. Elevate your belief. Elevate your hope. Hold on tight to your confidence in the Lord, and know that whatever he has given you to do, you're well able to manifest it. Amen? I always want you to know there's absolutely no expiration date that stands on the back of your dream. Whatever the Lord has given you to accomplish, what's burning in your heart, what's growing in your belly, the pregnancy the Lord has put into you, where you are gifted for greatness, that is yours to accomplish. It's yours to achieve. You are equipped to be extraordinary. You are encoded with the exceptional. Average is foreign to you. It doesn't align with your DNA. Greatness is in your DNA. To be exceptional, to be extraordinary, that's what's in your DNA, because it's the Lord that's on the inside of you. He's written that code, and he doesn't write things that are average. He writes what is great. He writes what is exceptional, and he's written with his own signature his greatness on you. Raise your level of expectation. I want you to expect the best today. I want you to be blessed. I want you to have a fantastic, awesome weekend. I want you to look at every area of your life, and I want you to raise your level of expectation, and know that you are well able to accomplish it. You are strong and courageous. You are steadfast. You are immovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord, and whatever he has given to you to do, it is yours. God bless you. Have an awesome weekend. I'm going to see you back here Monday morning at 7:30. Have a great weekend and live the extraordinary.